spokesperson of the BJP, political advisor to Rajnath Singh, BJP President Sudhanshu Trivedi, Rahul Narvekar of the Shiv Sena. They are representing one point of view. My first question is to Ahmedabad, where we am joined by M. Hassan Johar, President of the Society for Promoting Rationality. But my first question is to Ami Yagnik, Congress spokesperson. You say, Ami Yagnik, let's come straight to the point, right? Your senior leader, Digvijay Singh, he had accused that Rajnath Singh had met Sadhvi Pragya. Sudhanshu Trivedi will remember that. He had accused that Rajnath Singh had met Colonel Purohit, the Malegaon blast accused, in jail. Rajnath had denied it outright. Now, your leaders are now denying having met Bhavesh Patel. Are you not in the same situation? In fact, the allegations against you are worse this time. Digvijay accused Rajnath only of meeting them. In this case, the accused just said he was pressurized by Digvijay Singh and company to implicate the RSS leadership.
Arnav, the letter, its authenticity, its contents, and the method in which it has been written and sent to the NIA. Of course, NIA has rubbished all these allegations, and the union leaders have said that they have not met him, they don't know him, and so those allegations also have been rubbished. But you have to see the timing and the manner in which...
No, I don't understand this hypocrisy, because if I'm not mistaken... One second. Please, 1 minute. Please, 1 minute. You know, let us have the same rules applying on all sides. Are you not the same party which did not waste any time in latching on to Vanzara's letter, in which he said he was working on the orders of his political leaders? You didn't say at that time, I question the authenticity of Vanzara's letter. You asked for Narendra Modi's resignation based on that letter. Right?
Yes, Arnav, you have put a very right question. Vanzara's letter was written to the government tendering his resignation and enumerating all the points why he wants to resign. He has been used and thrown away by the political bosses, and this is a letter written to the NIA. This person could have very well told the trial court, the special designated court, that he is under pressure. He is not taking the procedural route.
How do you know he's not under pressure? Sudhanshu Trivedi first to respond to Ami Yagnik, please. Sudhanshu Trivedi from Delhi is our first response tonight. Sudhanshu Trivedi, you heard the Congress response to the two questions I put. Would you like to come into the debate?
Actually, on this aspect, there are two things. One is the technicality, and other is the trend. If you go into the technicality, yes, our Congress spokesperson has the right to debate whether the Vanzara's letter was appropriate or not, and whether Bhavesh Patel's letter was having some other interpretation or not. As in the beginning of this debate, you have already said that Mr. Digvijay Singh has said that Mr. Rajnath Singh has met Sadhvi Pragya Singh.
Yeah.
Mr. Rajnath Singh never met, never visited, never talked. This I can tell you in my both the capacities. He has just given one statement in 2007 when 3, 4, 5 narco test reports were there in media. Then he said, why so many narco tests are going there? Just it was a thing, and your senior leaders who are in a habit of giving this type of statement, and not only this statement. Do you remember? Mr. Digvijay Singh has gone in Mumbai and he has released a book whose title was 2611 was an RSS conspiracy. Whose leaders on the first day after both Gaya blast, without any proper information,
you believe
floated a story that it was Modi.
No, you believe?
It means there is a clear categorical trend.
No,
also, I am coming to another point. Whether it is the Malegaon blast, whether it is the Ajmer Makkah Masjid blast, or Samjhauta Express blast. First, this investigation goes in one direction. Suddenly, it takes a U-turn and directs towards the RSS or BJP organization. On this issue of Samjhauta Express blast, I can tell you is still on United Nations Security Council website. The prime accused are Pakistani terrorists. And the US State Department website, the Pakistani terrorists, they are unable to file the proper charge sheet yet after 6 years. But they have made
you believe that compromising the nation, you actually believe that the Home Minister of India, Digvijay Singh, and the Minister of State for Home have gone and sat down with a blast accused and told him to name Mohan Bhagwat and Indresh Kumar. And if that is the case, let me ask Rahul Narvekar.
I am not saying this.
No,
No. I'm not saying this. I am saying, keeping in view the background of these things, the things should be properly investigated. It cannot be set apart.
You think today, Rahul Narvekar, let's be, you want to take some political mileage of it, you can. But be practical. Do you think that the Home Minister of India and the Minister of State of Home are going to sit down with the Ajmer blast accused and tell him, do this, do that, do this, do that, this is the guarantee we give you? Do you think it's come down to that level? You actually believe, and this follow-up to that is, if that were to be the case, right, even if we take these allegations at face value, Indresh or Mohan Bhagwat have not been named in the FIR. That proves that there was no conspiracy to force a conviction.
I'll take your question head on, and I'll give you a very candid and straight answer. The answer to your question is yes, and a very much yes.
What?
The Home Minister is capable of doing anything of the sort for the simple reason this is the same Home Minister and his predecessor who have given a communal color to terrorism. These are the people who've colored terrorism. And if they can fall to that extent, they can go to any extent.
To that my counter will be that Abu Jundal is terror accused, right? Abu Jundal retracts his confessional statement saying that it was obtained under duress. You believe everything he says? No, do you believe everything he says?
The point is the Congress party.
No, answer the question. Don't dodge the question.
The Congress party is in the old habit of cooking up stories. This is not the first time Digvijay Singh has done this. This is not the first allegation against Mr. Digvijay Singh.
No, but why are you
If you read the papers today, there is an allegation made by Mr. Digvijay Singh where he says that Mr. Narendra Modi has purchased 10,000 caps and 10,000 burqas to attract crowds to his rallies.
You want to move away from the question.
He gets fake bills.
Is there any particular reason why you want to move away from the question which I'm asking you?
And the shopkeeper from whom he acquires these bills comes and says on record that this never happened. So this is the old story of the Congress party. And number three, Congress party using CBI as a tool for witch hunting is a known practice. So why should we not doubt these
I can equally ask you why you are not clamoring for the release of Himayat Beg, an accused who was convicted and sentenced to death in the German bakery blast. You have no answer to that.
Yes, we have very well answered that yesterday. We have told you that this is a serious issue which puts an entire doubt and casts a doubt on the entire judicial system of the country. People will lose faith in judiciary if the police and the prosecution behaves in the manner they have behaved in the German bakery case.
All I'm saying to you is just remember one thing: don't do cherry picking.
Not at all. We have condemned it. We have condemned it to the extent where we have said we require a free and fair trial, and under the Congress NCP rule in Maharashtra, that is far from happening.
Besides any particular bias you may have for the BJP, Mr. Hassan Johar, the Congress party has made links. Let's be logical tonight, Mr. Johar. The Congress has made the links of the terror accused with the RSS a huge issue, following Shinde's so-called comment on saffron terror, as well as Digvijay Singh's repeated comments on the same subject. So, together with this history, what Bhavesh Patel is alleging now fits into a certain pattern. It fits into a pattern, Mr. Johar, doesn't it?
Well, since you have come last to me, Arnab, I hope I'll have my share of time. First, I do think that our National Investigating Agency does enjoy some degree of credibility of citizens of India. When NIA says no such pressure was exerted in securing the confession which he tendered before a magistrate, I would like to believe them. And I would want to think that the Home Minister of India wouldn't stoop to that extent. If the entire purpose was just to deliver a message, I'm sure there were foot soldiers to do that. No Home Minister worth his salt would land himself in such a terrible. B. Please remember that Bhavesh's case is nothing unique. Swami Asimanand, a prime accused in Ajmer blast, Samjhota, Mecca Masjid, had tendered his detailed confession before a magistrate. The magistrate gave him 2 days respite to go back and reflect of the consequences of confession and come back. 2 days later he came back and tendered a 5-hour long confession in which he acknowledged Hindu terrorist organizations being involved, and what he said, and I quote, bomb for bomb policy. So he said he was overcome with remorse, having seen...
No, why you are talking about Swami Asinanand? You are talking about Swami Asinanand. Why are you not talking? No, 1 second. Sudhanshu...
I am.
Why aren't you talking about Bhavesh Patel?
Allow me, Arnab, to complete. Allow me to complete. So I'm trying to show you a pattern. And more importantly, why is the retraction taking place today? He was apprehended in March. The retraction is taking place today. Does it have something to do with the Bhopal rally? Does it have something to do with Muzaffarnagar riots? Something to do with Mr. Modi's plans? Something to do with Banzara's letter? I would like to see this in the context of the recent political developments.
No, I think Sudhanshu Trivedi, again, you do not hold the same yardstick. If I were to ask you to put the same yardstick vis-a-vis the Indian Mujahideen, and the Batla House encounter, Mr. Hassan Jawhar, you would not apply the same yardstick. And that's the problem here, that you too are looking at it through a certain stilted lens. Sudhanshu Trivedi is responding. Sudhanshu Trivedi, has this been timed? Is this a BJP conspiracy? Is Bhavesh Patel part of a BJP conspiracy? Is this timed with your Bhopal rally of Rajnath Singh?
As far as both the parties are concerned, my request is not to be taken by one yardstick. As Mr. Rahul Navarkar has pointed out, this Home Minister has used the word not saffron terror. I would like to remind, in January 2013, he has used the word Hindu terror, which has been hailed by Hafiz Saeed in Pakistan. After so much of hue and cry, he has to withdraw the statement. It shows their mindset. Mr. Digvijay Singh, who uses the word Osama G and uses the word thug for Ramdev. He enjoys in visiting the villages of those who are accused in terror in Azamgarh district of UP, but never found a single time to visit the villages of those soldiers who were beheaded. This shows a clear trend, a clear mindset. And now I would like to point out what he has said about the Samjhauta Express. Asimanand's confession statement, after 6 years, neither the investigating agency is able to make Asimanand an accused nor a witness. They have just made him accused in Ajmer blast case yesterday. It means if you are so clear, prolific in your investigations, and I have already pointed out in UN agencies, US agencies, in Samjhauta Express case, the accused are someone different. And up to a certain time, Government of India was going in one direction. Suddenly they have changed and followed by so many political statements of Congress leaders.
So, Ami Yagnik, is your case...
The technicality is different, but the tendency is different.
Ami Yagnik, consider this.
And one more thing, we never used the word.
Ami Yagnik,
we never used the word terror associated with any religion. We never used Islamic terror, green terror or any other terror. They have used the word
Congress party has always used terror as a political module, as a political tool. Why did, after Digvijay Singh asked the Home Minister of India to come out clean with regards to the Headley confession, why has the Home Minister not made a statement till date? Why is he silent on it? Why? The Congress is only interested in politicizing terrorism.
No, the fact of the matter remains that people with links to the RSS are allegedly involved in a number of cases of terror. Why are you defending them? Let me complete. You ask the government to be tough on terror. You claim that terror has no religion. That's what Sudhanshu Trivedi says. Then why don't you openly come out and condemn all the accused in cases where so-called right-wing extremists were involved as well? Why do you call it a conspiracy against you?
Protecting them? I don't think anyone from the Bharatiya Janata Party or the Shiv Sena has come out and said that if a particular person involved in a terror activity.
What particular? What do you mean particular?
Belongs to the Hindu community. He should be spared. Have we ever come and said that? I mean, what kind of bold allegations are these?
No,
I don't think this makes any sense at all.
I'm only talking about being selective here. Earlier this month, Yasin Bhatkal was reported to have told interrogators that Himayat Beg was innocent and not involved in this whole conspiracy of the German bakery blast. Why didn't you come out in his defense?
Yes, we did.
Why don't you come out in his defense?
Who's the one investigating the matter? The Maharashtra police? Who's ruling the state of Maharashtra? The Congress NCP? Of course we've condemned him. And under their government, the witnesses have been doctored regularly. Let me say this on record.
What is the weight? What is the weight?
This has come out a couple of days back in the German bakery case.
What is the weight of this man Bhavesh Patel's statement here today? Because it was also reported that in his confession in April this year, made under section 164 of the CRPC, and therefore you are a lawyer, Rahul Narvekar, you will know it is admissible in court. He revealed his role and that of right-wing organizations in the Ajmer blast. Answer that.
And also, if an evidence is taken under duress and pressure, he very well can report
Ami
that
Yagnik's
as well.
response
What's
to you.
wrong
Ami Yagnik is responding to you.
Under law says
3 minutes on the debate.
3
minutes on the debate. Strong defense of Bhavesh Patel being made here by Rahul Narvekar, which is not in line with the kind of position that you have been taking in other cases. But Ami Yagnik's responding to you. Ami Yagnik.
Arnav, first point let me make up. I'm coming to your question. But see the way they derail the debate here and then meander into other cases.
Who's
and
derail?
not focus on this particular case. The other panelists, they go on speaking about other cases. They should focus on this particular debate.
No, Sudhanshu Trivedi and Rahul Narvekar, okay.
Yes, Arnav. And so here this letter is now again going to derail the justice procedure, and just take the matter on a different level, and the victims will wait for justice endlessly. Now the accused here has already given a statement before the magistrate under 164, and so there is no question of implicating or getting pressurized. So I do not know under what circumstances and who has written this letter, at whose behest the letter is written. Let that be inquired, and the matter is seized with a designated court.
Whose behest? Whose behest? Ami Agnik, be direct. Whose behest? You are going on saying this. I ask you and Mr. Johar. I ask you and Mr. Johar to be direct tonight. Whose behest? Then I'll get Sudhanshu to have the last word. Whose behest?
Arnav, yes, let that be inquired into.
Oh, what do you mean inquired into? You are just.
Because the handwriting is different. The person has put a signature, and the timing. The timing is very crucial in this matter. And naming everybody, all the union ministers.
What is so absurd in that? Track record proves that they're capable of doing the same. Do you have an explanation about? Do you have an explanation about coloring terrorism?
So Hassan
what do you have to say about that?
Hassan Johar, show me proof.
Can you tell us anything about CBI being wrongly used for witch hunting?
Hassan Johar, besides your hunch, show me proof in which you believe that there is a political hand behind Bhavesh Patel's statement today. Show me some proof.
Rahul, Arnav, I said we ought to be looking at the context in which the letter has been released. I did not accuse of a direct political connivance. I said the person was apprehended in March. 6 months later, retraction appears suddenly, coinciding with the Bhopal BJP rally. A. B. I would go beyond that letter. What is the letter talking about? Allow me to complete. That letter is saying that I was coerced into implicating X and Y. But the charge sheet doesn't implicate them. So the letter falls.
Sudhanshu Trivedi,
what is the
last response.
About?
Last response. So Sudhanshu Trivedi, he is also making the same point that Bhavesh Patel may allege that he was pressurized to name Mohan Bhagwat and Indresh Kumar. But neither of them, as I said, have been named in the FIR, so there is no conspiracy to force a retraction. Do you think, Sudhanshu Trivedi, that if the Home Minister of India, Digvijay Singh, and the Minister of State of Home are trying to force a confession, and if it is not eventually named in the FIR, do you think it would not have been named in the FIR? You think Mohan Bhagwat or Indresh Kumar would have got away if the Home Minister was behind this?
I am not saying that whatever anybody has said should be considered as an evidence immediately, but there should not be two yardsticks. In our case, in allegation on any RSS or BJP organization, prior to investigation, you lay any type of allegation and you said it is final. And look at your tendency. I would like to remind just one instance. This UP government has tried to withdraw the cases against all terror accused who were accused of 2007 blast of various courts of UP. And these so-called secular parties have not even raised a single question. Finally, it was halted because of the judicial intervention. You are having this type of yardstick on the terror. And on the other hand, on Gujarat, you are making so much hue and cry when the process are going on. The persons are convicted. Even the MLAs and ministers are convicted. Then you are saying that injustice is done. And here, when the government is trying to halt the entire judicial process, they are trying to withdraw the cases. And not even a single voice has been raised. In this type of atmosphere, how can you say that there is an ample amount of suspicion is not there which is to be thoroughly investigated?
Do you think this could be a high-level conspiracy? Tell us what you think. Thank you very much for joining us. To our panelists, thank you very much to our viewers. Do you think there's a high-level conspiracy to fix the RSS? Tell us what you think. I'd really like to hear from you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for debate number 2 on the Newshour Tonight.